Hello, curious people.
I'm Sofa Marx.
How's everyone doing? Welcome to Planet Curiosity. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any updates, and share our videos. Now, let's get into another fascinating fact. Have you ever imagined discovering that a legendary Black warrior queen may have inspired the name of one of the most famous states in the United States, California? Her name was Calafia, and her story has traveled through centuries of legends, maps, and mysteries. What if I told you that a German artist created a feature-length animated film years before Walt Disney revolutionized Hollywood? Lotte Reiniger captivated the world using only cutout silhouettes and extraordinary creativity. But that's just the beginning. You're going to discover a secret code hidden in a Victorian-era dress, the incredible invention of two Kenyan teenagers who used coconut and corn to create a filter capable of reducing up to 93% of exhaust pollution, and a set of Lego houses in Canada that continues to intrigue engineers and architects more than half a century later. We'll also dive into the mystery of John Titor, the supposed time traveler who appeared on the internet claiming to come from the future and making predictions that still spark debates to this day. And there's even more. We'll remember Ayrton Senna, the eternal king of Monaco, discover how the Concorde allowed millionaires to celebrate New Year's more than once on the same day, and explore archaeological discoveries that may shed new light on the first centuries of Christianity. Get ready for a journey full of mysteries, surprising inventions, extraordinary characters, and facts that seem impossible but are completely real. Before we start, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell to receive all updates, and share this video with your friends and family. Also leave your opinion in the comments, because I love reading what you think about each story. And if you want to support the channel and get access to exclusive content, become a member of the Planet family. Your participation helps this channel to continue bringing curiosities, mysteries, and fascinating discoveries from all corners of the world. Now, without further delay, let's dive into another incredible fact. Calafia, the legendary queen who may have inspired the name of California. In the early 16th century, the Spanish writer García Rodríguez de Montalvo introduced the world to a fascinating character, Calafia, a powerful black queen who ruled a mythical island full of riches, gold, and inhabited exclusively by fearless warrior women, similar to the legendary Amazons. Described as a courageous, intelligent leader feared by her enemies, Calafia commanded an extraordinary kingdom located in a paradisiacal land called California. When Spanish explorers reached the west coast of North America, many believed they had found the island described in the famous literary work and ended up adopting the name for the region. Although Calafia belongs to the world of fiction, her influence has crossed centuries and remains alive today in the name of one of the planet's best-known states. Her story continues to be celebrated as a symbol of strength, female leadership, and the power that narratives can have over real history. Lotte Reiniger, the woman who revolutionized animation before Disney. Long before Walt Disney turned animation into a worldwide phenomenon, a German artist was already making history. In 1926, Lotte Reiniger released The Adventures of Prince Ahmed, considered the oldest preserved feature-length animated film in history. Using thousands of delicate cutout paper silhouettes, moved frame by frame with extraordinary precision, she created a universe full of fantasy, magic, and visual beauty. To make her scenes even more impressive, she developed a technique similar to the multiplane camera years before it became popular in Hollywood studios. Her career spanned turbulent periods of European history, including wars, political crises, and profound social changes. Despite countless challenges, Lotte continued creating innovative works and pushing the boundaries of animation. Today, her work is recognized as a milestone in cinema history, influencing generations of artists and proving that creativity and innovation have no limits. Her legacy lives on as that of a true pioneer who helped shape modern animation. The enigmatic code hidden in a Victorian dress. At first glance, it was just an elegant silk dress from the 1880s. But a surprising discovery turned this historical piece into one of the greatest mysteries in fashion and cryptography. Hidden in a secret pocket, small papers containing long sequences of seemingly meaningless letters were found. For years, researchers tried to decipher the enigma, which became known as the silk dress cryptogram. The answer revealed something fascinating. Those mysterious combinations were actually a telegraphic code system used to transmit meteorological information in the 19th century. In an era when the telegraph was the most advanced long-distance communication technology, codes like this allowed large amounts of data to be sent quickly and economically. The discovery not only solved a historical mystery but also showed that cryptography and coded communication techniques were part of everyday life for ordinary people long before the era of computers and the internet. A reminder that sometimes the greatest secrets in history can be hidden in the most unexpected places. Two Kenyan teenagers create an innovative solution against pollution. Innovation doesn't always come from big laboratories. Sometimes it is born from the creativity and determination of young people who see problems where many see only routine. That's exactly what Kenyan teenagers Frederick and George Kariuki and Myron Onsarago did, both just 17 years old. Using simple and accessible materials like coconut shells, corn cobs, and recycled components, they developed an exhaust filter capable of reducing an impressive 93.3% of PM2.5 pollutant particles, considered one of the greatest threats to air quality and human health. The invention caught the attention of experts and earned the young inventors recognition in a major African environmental competition. More than just an award, their project became an inspiring example of how creativity, science, and environmental awareness can go hand in hand. The story of these two students proves that age is no barrier to great achievements. With knowledge, determination, and a good idea, it is possible to create solutions capable of improving the lives of millions and contributing to a more sustainable future. The futuristic Lego-like houses that still challenge engineers today. In 1967, during Expo 67 in Montreal, Canada, a bold architectural experiment caught the world's attention. The Habitat 67 complex was designed to revolutionize urban housing using prefabricated modules stacked like giant Lego pieces. The goal was to combine the practicality of apartments with the comfort, privacy, and green spaces typical of a house. The project became an icon of modern architecture and an impressive vision of the future. However, more than half a century later, challenges have emerged that its creators could never have predicted. The unique structures and numerous connections between modules made maintenance extremely complex. Issues such as leaks, joint wear, and specialized repairs require expensive and labor-intensive solutions, since many parts have no modern equivalents. The story of Habitat 67 shows that innovation can transform the world, but it also highlights the importance of thinking beyond the present. After all, a revolutionary idea doesn't just need to work today, it must also be able to face the challenges of the coming decades. John Titor, the mysterious time traveler who intrigued the internet. In the early 2000s, when online forums were still new to many people, a user began posting messages that quickly caught the world's attention. He presented himself as John Titor, a supposed soldier from the year 2036 on a secret time travel mission. According to his accounts, he had been sent to the past to retrieve an old computer considered essential for solving technological problems in the future. But what really sparked public interest were his predictions about civil wars in the United States, global conflicts, profound social changes, and technological advances yet to come. To make his story more convincing, Titor shared diagrams, technical explanations about his supposed time machine, and complex details about physics and parallel universes. His messages spread rapidly across the internet, giving rise to thousands of discussions, investigations, and theories. Over the years, many of his predictions did not come true exactly as described, leading many to believe it was all an elaborate hoax. Still, others argue that the failures could be explained by changes in the timeline or alternate realities. More than 2 decades later, the case remains one of the greatest mysteries in internet history, fueling debates among skeptics, the curious, and science fiction enthusiasts. After all, was John Titor just a brilliant storyteller, or someone who really knew the future? Ayrton Senna, the eternal king of Monaco. More than 3 decades after his departure, Ayrton Senna continues to be revered as the greatest driver in the history of the Monaco Grand Prix. With an impressive 6 victories on the challenging streets of Monte Carlo, the Brazilian turned one of the most difficult circuits in motorsport into his personal stage. On a track where there is no room for error, Senna impressed with his unique combination of talent, precision, and courage. His ability to extract the maximum from the car, even in extreme conditions, produced some of the most memorable performances ever seen in Formula One. For many experts and drivers, his laps in Monaco are still considered an almost perfect demonstration of the art of driving. The dominance he exercised on that circuit helped build a legend that spans generations. More than a record holder, Senna became a symbol of excellence, determination, and passion for the sport. His legacy remains alive not only in the numbers, but also in the admiration of millions of fans around the world. In Monaco, his name belongs not only to Formula One history, it is part of the very soul of the circuit. Archaeological discoveries are transforming what we know about the beginnings of Christianity. In recent years, new archaeological excavations have revealed surprising evidence that is expanding our understanding of the first centuries of Christianity. Ancient churches, forgotten inscriptions, religious amulets, mosaics, and rare representations of Jesus have been emerging in different parts of the world, offering valuable clues about the spread of the Christian faith. These discoveries indicate that Christian communities existed in places and periods much earlier than previously believed in some cases. They also show that the religion may have spread faster and more widely, reaching distant regions through trade routes, urban centers, and cultural networks of the ancient world. Every new artifact helps researchers reconstruct a fundamental chapter of human history, revealing how beliefs, traditions, and religious practices developed over time. Although many questions still remain unanswered, these discoveries are rewriting important parts of the chronology of Christianity and shedding new light on the origins of one of the planet's greatest religions. Concorde, the golden age of supersonic luxury. For nearly 3 decades, the Concorde represented the pinnacle of technology and exclusivity in commercial aviation. Capable of reaching Mach 2, more than twice the speed of sound, the legendary jet crossed the Atlantic in just over 3 hours, cutting travel time between Europe and North America in half. But what truly made the experience legendary was the lifestyle it provided. Business people, celebrities, and millionaires boarded flights where time seemed to follow different rules. Some passengers chased the sunset across the sky, while others toasted with champagne at over 18,000 meters altitude. On special occasions, crossing time zones even allowed them to celebrate New Year's more than once in the same night. With its elegant silhouette, impressive speed, and incomparable luxury service, the Concorde became much more than an airplane. It became a symbol of an era when traveling was an extraordinary experience. To this day, no commercial aircraft has managed to reproduce the unique combination of speed, glamour, and prestige that made the Concorde a true legend of the skies. These stories prove that innovation, curiosity, and the courage to challenge the impossible have always driven humanity. From legendary queens to young inventors, from historical mysteries to revolutionary discoveries, they all remind us that great transformations begin with a simple idea. Now I want to know, which of these curiosities caught your attention the most? And what do you intend to learn, create, or transform to leave your mark on the world? If this content brought you knowledge and inspiration, share it with your friends and family. Leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive all updates so you don't miss any incredible discoveries. Also leave your opinion in the comments. I love reading what you think about each topic presented. And if you want to support the growth of the channel and gain access to exclusive content, become a member of the Planet family. Your support helps us continue researching, producing, and sharing fascinating stories, surprising curiosities, and extraordinary discoveries from all corners of the world. Thank you very much for joining me, and see you in the next knowledge adventure.